Do Catholics read the Bible? An update. Welcome to Alpha Centaurian. I'll be your guide. I'm updating the info that I shared in my Do Catholics Read the Bible video, as some of the nuance and subtlety of my words was missed, and I would like to restate and clarify them here. But also because two new Bible translations have come out that may change the literary and liturgical options in the English-speaking Catholic world. The two translations which are causing the stir are the ESV-CE and the NCB. Now let's address the other lingering issues from my previous video. Both right-wing rad-trad Catholics and left-wing liberal Catholics had some issues with my previous video. I asked the question, do Catholics read the Bible? And I said, of course we do. But that's not 100% accurate. While the clergy encourages us to do so, and we do have a mostly unknown obligation from the Church to do so daily, few observe and even fewer know of this duty. And yes, sometimes misinformed Catholics will tell their children not to read the Bible because they fear their children will misunderstand it. And many don't read the Bible out of laziness or lack of interest. But still, the Church and the Pope encourages you to read and study the Bible every day, if not more. There also seems to be a misunderstanding and a mischaracterization of what I said concerning Catholic bishops' approval of Bible translations, as two opposing groups want me to assent to their extreme norm. One party wants me to downplay the importance of the Imperator or Imperator and the Nihil Obstate, saying that there is no official Catholic Bible. So to be clear, as of January 2022, the only Bible approved for liturgical use in the United States is the NAB. And no matter where you are in the world, if you submit to the magisterium of the Catholic Church, then only Bibles with the Imperator and the Nihil Obstate are approved for personal use and study for a lay Catholic. Imprimatur only means that a bishop or a conference of bishops has approved of a particular writing or translation, and the Nihil Obstate only means that the person reviewing it found nothing so objectionable or incorrect as to hinder or prevent its publication. As the Encyclopedia Britannica put it, this is nothing more than a permission to print and not an endorsement of the content, nor is it a guarantee of its integrity. Now, this does not mean that you cannot use your favorite non-Catholic edition, Bible translation, nor that a particular priest or religious, monk or nun, etc., couldn't have recommended a different Bible, particular to fit your particular needs and taste. What it does mean is that unvetted non-Catholic Bible translations should not be read as liturgy, and that some word choices or phrasing of verses in non-Catholic publications may contradict Catholic teachings and mislead you if you are actively reading this or that Bible in order to conform yourself to Catholic practice. Lastly, there is the issue of attendance and participation, that is going to church and saying your prayers. Let's do this differently this time, subdividing the practicing faithful into 5 categories: the devout religious, the lay congregate, the nominal, the lapse, and the folk or cultural Catholic. Let's start with those whose goal is praying nonstop. The devout religious. These will pray the office reading, morning prayer, mid-morning prayer, mid-afternoon prayer, evening prayer, midnight prayer, read the life of a saint of the day, participate in daily mass, and at each of these practices, they read the Bible through passages and selections in their prayer. The lay congregant. should pray the rosary, ought to do morning and night prayer, and has a duty to go to church on every day of obligation, that is, all Sundays, especially First Advent, Easter, and Pentecost, as well as attend on Ash Wednesday and Ascension Thursday. They get the Bible at church during Mass and may or may not also read the Bible at home on their own. The nominal Catholic might go to confession once a year and receive their obligatory, mandatory minimum of Eucharistic participation. They might go to church as a family obligation only for the big Catholic holidays, so Halloween, that's All Saints and All Souls Day, Midnight Mass on Christmas, Easter, Ash Wednesday, Thanksgiving, Independence Day, Our Lady of Guadalupe, and Ascension Thursday. These are also the people who might add that they go to a Catholic school or Catholic university. They might not read the Bible on their own, and they might not pay attention to its reading in Mass, choosing to daydream or nap instead. The lapsed Catholic. The lapsed Catholic used to go to church, or only goes to church on Christmas and Easter. Or they only go for weddings and funerals. They might say that they grew up Catholic, or that their parents were Catholic. Maybe their parents were even a priest or a nun. If asked how they know something, they would brag with disdain that they went to a Catholic school, or if not, then that a priest told them so. They read the Bible once when they were a kid or a teen, and they found it unbelievable or too difficult to finish. The folk Catholic. The folk Catholic is dangerous, heretical, and participates in blasphemous practices, does not read the Bible, but knows some Gnostic or Kabbalistic text, reads apocryphal passages such as writings from a lost book of Enoch, says the rosary and prays novenas, which would be fine, but they also worship instead of venerate. They sacrifice instead of imitate. And they also participate in things such as tarot, or maybe even witchcraft or voodoo. They might have an altar to saints at her or his home, including rejected and false saints such as Santa Marta, on an altar. Maybe they were baptized, might have received First Communion, and may have gone through confirmation. They will, this particular type of Catholic, a folk Catholic, a cultural Catholic, may pray to and not through statues or icons. They believe in liberal theology and socialistic Christianity. They view mythology on equal or equivalent grounds to Holy Scripture. Now, these tiers are not absolute, and these tiers are presented not to say that there is no bleed over or bleed through. For instance, a priest may have taken no extra vows, or may have no sacerdotal mission, but be of the secular clergy, or a lay religious or lay monastic may have commitments and vows to fulfill. And it can go in the other direction as well. Perhaps a lay congregant received poor or little to no catechesis and participates in fringe or heretical practices, or a nominal or lapsed Catholic may read the Bible daily. Nor am I saying that there are no exemptions. For instance, you can miss an obligation for legit reasons, such as getting sick, having a car accident, having overslept because you are overworked, have an emergency, or if you travel to a place where you don't have access to an ordained mass. And the bare minimum standard is there to make standing exemptions for the faithful in hard situations, not as recommendations for the average congregant, but as a way to accommodate Catholics with, say, mental health issues, or those in nursing homes, or those who might be incarcerated. This is why special ministers can take communion to the sick and immobile. Priests can travel for special confessions, and exceptions can be made, like a particular televised or streamed mass counting as attendance because you are in lockdown or at extreme risk. The absolute minimum is set for extreme cases, or those with legitimate hindrances, not as an easy way out for those who wish to shirk their duties. Please like, please subscribe, please share this video, and there will be a part 2, as there have been some changes to the Acceptable Liturgical Bibles list, and there has been some changes to the entry Bible one would use if they are ESL or if they are handicapped in reading in some way. So please enjoy the next video. I look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.